And so I'm still walking, and then all of a sudden, I see the bushes to my left start to move. Yo, what's good everybody? It's Black Sky here. Welcome to another storytime video on my YouTube channel. And today's storytime is about how when I was walking home from my friend's house, I got attacked by something. And let's just say I was a lot more cautious to walk home by myself after this. So sit down, grab some popcorn, get comfortable, because it's going to be a great story. So one night, I was at my best friend's house, and we were just chilling, doing YouTube stuff, hanging out. Like, the vibe was overall pretty good, like nothing could have gone wrong. Now, of course, whenever I think that, something always goes wrong. Now, at this point, I had been at Gabe's house all day. I was tired, I was ready to get home and get some sleep. So I go up to Gabe, I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna go home. Gabe's like, you need a ride? And I stupidly say, nah, I'm good, I'll just walk. Now, to get home from Gabe's house, I had to walk down this dark road, right? And overall, it was a pretty sketchy looking road. Like, the road was about 1.5 miles long. It didn't have a sidewalk. It was surrounded by a bunch of trees and bushes and didn't have any streetlights. But like I said, it was only 1.5 miles long, so I thought I was gonna be okay. So I shake Gabe's hand, I get my stuff, and out the door I went, and started my short journey to get to my house. Now, before I even got to the road, I got a call from this female that I was messing around with at the time, and she's asking me where I am, and if I'm gonna get home safe, what time I'm gonna be home, you know, all that typical relationship shit. Now, I assured her that I was gonna be fine, it was just gonna be a little bit before I got home. You know, like, it was gonna take me a little bit of time. So she asked me how I was getting home. I told her I was walking. She then asks where I was, and then I told her where I was, exactly where I was. And let's just say she wasn't too happy about it. She then goes on to say that she doesn't like me walking down that road and that I need to be safer and all this other shit. So I just told her, look, I'll be home soon, I'll be safe. When I get home, we can talk about it later. But right now, I'm just gonna listen to music and relax, you know? Just have a nice, relaxing walk to myself. So with that being said, I hang up the phone, and down the path of darkness I went. So I put in my headphones, I turn on my phone light, and I just start jamming out to calm my nerves. And for the first 10 to 15 minutes, everything seemed fine. And after about 10 to 15 minutes, I noticed that the further I started to walk down this road, the foggier it was gonna get. So now I'm already on edge, right? And at this point in the story, it's already like 2:30 in the morning. So I'm tired and I'm cold and I'm just ready to get out of here. And so I'm still walking, and then all of a sudden, I see the bushes to my left start to move. And so I freeze and I just stand there like, what the fuck? And I'm thinking two things. Either some random meth addicted homeless man's gonna jump out the bushes and try and rape me, or some ugly ass weird looking creature's gonna jump out the bushes and try and eat me. Now, I don't know why I just stood there. Like, any normal person would have ran, but I just stood there, confused and startled, and just to my luck and surprise, a random fucking coyote just runs out the bushes right in front of me, and I'm just standing there petrified, like I didn't know what the fuck to do. But when it ran out of the bushes, it didn't just run out the bushes and like run away from me. Oh no, the coyote straight up tried to square up with me. Like, the coyote wanted all festivities. Like, this coyote was bold as fuck. Like, the coyote looked at me, got in a pouncing position, and was just standing there looking mean as fuck, growling at me. And in my mind, I'm just thinking, well, you had a good run, Santuan. This is how you die. You're about to get murked by a coyote. And the irony in this situation is that everybody tried to warn me not to walk down that road, but I did it anyway. So the coyote, like, flinches at me first, almost as if it was warning me to stay away. So I took a step back, like, I'm not trying to fight this thing. Like, coyotes aren't very big, but they're still wild animals that can be very dangerous. And when you see one coyote, that means there's like 4 more in the area, just waiting somewhere to eat you. And I live in Southern California, so coyotes are kind of like a big thing out here. So I slowly back up and I just try and put my phone in my pocket as slowly as I possibly could, because the last thing I wanted to do was piss this thing off. And it's still growling at me, and at this point it's trying to like creep up on me as I'm backing up. It's like coming towards me. Like I said, like, this coyote had black Air Force energy, like it was not playing around. And to my fucking surprise, like, coyotes don't normally do this, but I guess this one was just feeling bold this day. This fucking attack dog of a coyote lunges at me, like mouth wide open and everything, like it wanted to eat my face. So of course I don't just fucking stand there, I kick it in its jaw. Like, straight up roundhouse kick that dude, like on some Bruce Lee shit. So I kick this thing away, and I'm thinking, oh, it's fine, you know, like, it's not gonna come back after that. Like, it's not gonna come back for more. So it stumbles back a little bit, and like I said, I thought that was it, right? Oh nah, my G. The black Air Force energy was real this night. Like, this coyote gave 0 fucks. He was like, I'm catching a body tonight, and if it has to be you, it has to be you. So this fucking demon spawn of a dog lunges at me one more time. And at this point, I'm thinking to myself, if I don't hurt this thing, I'm finna be here all night. So I kick it again. But this time, I didn't kick it on some soft shit. Like, I didn't kick it on some get away from me type shit. I kicked it on I'm trying to take your head off type shit. So when I kick this thing, I put all my strength and force into it. So I kick it, I'm just like boom, like you could feel the impact. And when I kick it, like I heard like a crunch because I kicked it on like the side of its jaw. So I'm assuming that I broke its jaw. So when that happens, it yelps and its jaw's just hanging, like it didn't close its mouth. And so it's standing there panting and shit. And I wasn't just gonna stand there and give it another chance to kill me. So I fucking ran. I ran as fast as I could. Which, don't ever do that. Like, don't ever turn your back to a coyote or any wild animal for that matter. But I got lucky and it didn't chase me. But I got halfway down the street, right? And do you guys remember when I said that when you see one coyote, there's usually others in the area? Well, in the distance, in the fog, next to the only street light there was on that street, I saw two more just kicking it there. Like they were straight up hanging back, letting that one coyote do all the work. And so I'm standing there thinking to myself, yo, I'm fucking trapped. Like they are straight up trying to jump me right now. Like I don't know if I disrespected their set or what, but they really wanted my head. So at this point, I finally made a smart decision. Like I was not gonna attempt to fight two of them at the same time. Like I was already shook already as it was. And so I just kick it there for a little bit, keeping an eye on them. And so I call Gabe. He answers, he picks up. He's like, hello? I'm like, dude. He's like, what? And I just wasted no time. I got straight to the point. I was like, I just got attacked by a fucking coyote. I don't want to get eaten tonight. I need you to pick me up right now. He's like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm on that road on the way to my house. And so Gabe just laughs. He's like, the walk wasn't as relaxing as you thought it was going to be. And so I'm just like, fuck you, hurry up and get here. And like a real nigga, Gabe pulled up with the quickness. And so I run into his car, more happy than ever to see him. I'm sweating and shit. I'm nervous, anxious, having a lot of PTSD. Gabe looks at me, he's like, I told you to just let me give you a ride, man. And so I just chuckle, I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll take you up on that next time. So with that being said, he drives me home, he drops me off. I go upstairs, and the first thing I did was tell my girlfriend about it. And let's just say she wasn't too happy. But after this, I definitely learned my lesson, and always thought twice about walking by myself down that road at night. And I was just happy to be at home, relaxing in my bed. I played some video games, smoked some weed, and then I knocked out. But yeah, that's the story. This one was a little bit shorter, I know. It wasn't too crazy, but I thought this one was pretty crazy, like, in my opinion. You know, just a fun little adventurous tale that I thought I'd tell you guys. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna head off to bed because I'm tired and it's late. So, I'll see you guys later. Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ, Gabe, cut that out.